A customer had come by and was, well, kind of distressed because of his maple grove that looks dead. Evidently, when he was having the landscape done, they turned off the water and he didn't realize it in time. So that's why things are dead. So my job is to replace it with a somewhat limited budget. So that's my project for today. This is the backside, and guess what? It's no better, is it? So anyway, I'll go ahead and get started and see if I could at least put something together is somewhat similar. Well, here's the finished product. Is the finished product. Took a while, made a mess, but it's done. Hopefully he'll be happy when he comes by tomorrow to pick it up. I was trying to save these three that have potential to still be alive. The one on the right, just the stub, will have the least amount of chance, but it's still green there, so it might come back. And these other two already have some green, so I try to save that. But to get these out when all the roots were intertwined, that's why I ended up with a big mess. If this was mine, I would have just thrown it out. But this gentleman said that it was his friend that made it for him. So there might be some sentiment, and I'm trying to save what I can for him. Now, my instruction for him when he comes to pick it up is to take these three home. And if they should come back, let's think about maybe next year, either make it into a group of 3 or 2 or 3 individual. But there's a long road to recovery. So I'm not going to go beyond this. To me, if it was mine, I would have never spent the time. But a lot of times, especially this gentleman is more on the elderly side. Not to say that I'm young, but anyway. And so there might have been some very sentimental reason. So I'm trying to save as much as I can. Anyway, this is Hero saying goodbye. I'll see you again real soon. And should you have any tragic situation like this, let me see if I could help you out. Now, on the maples, I'm almost out of inventory. So anyway, this is Hero saying goodbye. See you again in another chapter real soon. You guys like my bonus features? This one is a tortoise. What's a tortoise doing in my place anyway? Well, you know, I have a large acreage, right? And then my wife was going to the mailbox to mail out a letter. Well, there's almost 1,000 feet of road. And this poor guy was right there. And I think I've seen him before. My wife's concern was that I would hit this with my lawnmower. I'm in the middle of mowing, and if he happens to be there, it would be poor for him and poor for me, because I think it would probably damage my mower too. Anyway, so I'm going to turn him loose area where I will not be mowing, and just let him be. One thing about this piece of property, I have these little critters that keep coming, and I guess they just come to say hi. So anyway, this was the little bonus for you today. So I'm going to turn this tortoise loose out in the area where I will not be mowing in the near future.